So I've seen that come a long way. I mean, even with me, I have to get on them about playing with things and while I'm teaching or not paying attention. And even with Theo this afternoon, she's saying, "Do I have to do this?"
And that's from it stopped, like you stopping us, me coming in to the picture, so that they're now adjusting back to the regular.
And they see you as Miss Gonzalez.
You're not too sure who am I? Yeah.
Whereas you had to kind of switch gears.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure that was hard for you, and I'm sure it was hard for them.
It was an adjustment. Yeah.
Whereas you have somebody else. It was good in the sense that you knew them.
Yeah.
And so they knew your expectations, because sometimes, even when I was teaching, you would go over and say, or stand next to somebody or whatever. So they knew that you were still somebody that's going to have command of the room and correct them.
Their behavior. I just wanted to just
escalate. So they're going to see what they can get away with, whether you've been here with me or not.
Yeah.
But I thought with that lesson was outstanding.
Thank you.
Whereas I saw in other lessons where...
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, where they're calling out.
Yes, or, speaking before me.
Talking while you were having conversations while you were teaching. And it's hard to gauge, because we say that we have eyes on the back of our heads, but we don't.
We do. We can't. You see them, and of course kids are smart, so they snap in and out. So when they see you look, or they see you turning, they stop.
Yes.
So that's,
Sometimes when I'm reading from here.
Yeah.
I read and I have enough of the words that I turn, and then I would say, right journal, whatever the case may be, and then go back, right journal, whatever, or whatever. And then you're going to get those ones that are going to really, really push you. Like Mr. Oliver and Easton, who's always paying attention to everybody's business. And then takes a long time to get work completed. But with Easton, I've learned not to zone on him as much, because when I get his work, I know he has been listening. He really is listening.
Yeah.
He might be
fidgety or
looking like in a daze or whatever, because when I get his work, either he knew before, or
he just catches on quick.
Really listening.
Yeah.
He was listening. Whereas you got other people that. But I thought it was outstanding.
Thank you, Mrs. Stroud. My gosh.
With the reflection, I put an overview of everything.
Yeah, and I love that. I think that's helpful. That paints a big picture.
Yeah, because that's what I was waiting for, like a overall something. I said, okay, well, you're not going to give it to me. I'm going to
give it to you. I'm going to show you.
To show, because I think your lessons just showed what you taught. But it's more than just the lessons. It was the whole experience and other things that
incorporated. They didn't see it on the cameras.
No core. No. Objectives or
yes, the standards.
I think they needed to know what else you did.
Yes, I appreciate that. It's more than standards.
Yeah, and it is.
And I mean that goes with like our Cambridge too.
Yeah.
Because we have X, Y, and Z that we had to hit, but then it's other things that are important to that you have to bring in into the picture.
Absolutely, yeah. So, I think
teaching is not for the weak.
Yeah. What's that?
Teaching is not for the weak.
Not at all. If you think you're coming in and you think it's gonna be an easy job, you got to go job.
No, I did not come into this feeling that way. I came into this wanting to make a difference for whoever I can.
Yeah. What I don't want you to do is get discouraged by all the other stuff.
I'm not.
That's going on. Like,
I'm not.
Kind of
ministry
like
stuff.
Your control, because for me, I know there are certain things that I can take on, I can advocate for, that I can, and voice my concern.
Yeah.
But not to the extent where it's going to get me discouraged.
Yes.
So you had every right, and I agree in your spirit with what you did today.
Yeah.
Because enough is enough. As you can see, the afternoon has come, and no one has come to see us.
Yeah.
And tomorrow morning may come.
It's going to be the same thing.
The union may not come and see us again tomorrow. And
yes.
we'll be back here next week. And Miss Miller, bless her heart, will be having 2 classes or the other 2 classes over there, whatever. But I am not everything.
I did see that, and I don't. You're more critical of yourself.
Yeah. But for me, I didn't think that I knew everything. I don't know if I knew everything when I did my student teaching. I think I've grown as I've gone, and I continue to grow.
Of course, yeah.
So for what I see for now, I thought the lesson was outstanding.
Yes, of
and
course.
the only concern that I used to, I think I put it a couple times, is making sure the classroom management was tight.
Yes.
But in that lesson, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like having them on the floor.
Yeah.
I know it's kiddie, but I like having a lot. I feel like their attention is better when they are sitting close, and it's more personable.
Yeah. Yeah. And I used to do it when I had a carpet in P3 and well, we couldn't have carpets.
It's so hard
here.
now.
So when I was in P3 at Purvis, we had carpets. So having that carpety feeling was good. And then when I got here, I was on tile. And I thought the tile was too cold. And
of course, it's not comfortable.
The wooden floor is a little better, so it's cool. But I guess I've gotten out of the habit of having them close to me.
Yeah.
But I found in that lesson, they were very, very good with, paying attention, staying on task, being eager to raise their hands. So for me, I found it was outstanding.
Yeah, and they weren't calling out as much. Because remember in there, with Miss, you wasn't in there, but the video, it was like, make sure you keep the rulers.
Yeah.
Keep the rulers separate. Don't give them the stuff before they.
Right.
So it's different things that I've learned, that just little things that make your classroom more sustainable and flow better.
Yeah. And